What's up, everybody? I don't know that I'll post this episode, but maybe I will. And it's to your advantage that you listen. This is Enlightened Masculinity. I'm Yogi Chris, founder of Ninth Film Yoga and captain of IMC Nation, streaming to you here from San Jose, California, where I live at Base 1 with Raj Pardeep Bazaar. And here's a dating app idea, or a dating app profile idea, okay? So I was inspired by the lecture that we received this morning from AZD. And honestly, I was so inspired, I was getting distracted. And I think I missed a part of what he was saying because I was like off on this. I was having this epiphany. And it was because I got a message, I think on Bumble or something. And I know my girls listen to this. That's why I may post it, may not. They know I have a dating app or whatever, but we'll just see where the dialogue goes. And, so I have some question there or something about like, only message me if blah, 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 blah. And so I'm tired of girls messaging me like, hey, will you, and they ask me to do this thing. It's like a gambit. It's like a bait. And I like it. It's really clever. It works really well. It's very influential. But I just don't like the girls that I'm getting. And anyway, so I had this idea because I'm in this unique position where it's not that I'm fulfilled with women, but I am somewhat fulfilled with women because the two women I have are very fulfilling. Like, it's very fulfilling, 100% compliance, totally within what I want them to do, what I want them to be, how I want them to be. And one especially is especially clean and has been, it's not that the other isn't, but the other one, the original one has been around long enough and seen enough that it's like she's gaining my trust and shit. Oh man, fucking Instagram ended? That's stupid. Live now. It says I'm live, but I just don't believe it because it doesn't look like I am. So I'm going to end it. Discard. Try one more time. Okay, go live. And okay, everybody, you missed the beginning because it cut out. Maybe it doesn't cut out again. Zoom in bio. So I was actually thinking about kind of just going straightforward on my dating profile. Right now it's pretty indirect and it's looking to like pull a girl in using sexuality and like she's craving sex or something. And I think that that's kind of what all guys are doing. And I think the way my profile is set up now is it's kind of better than all those guys. It's better than what all guys are doing already. But I want to go the other direction. And here's what I mean. I'm just going to go in the other direction because I don't know that any guys are doing this. And if they are, they're definitely not doing it cool like me. It's like its own lane. And we'll see. It's untested. I haven't done it yet, and I'm not really that inspired to. But when I do, when I get around to it, guys, join the Zoom because Instagram cuts out randomly. And I'm not going to start it again if Instagram cuts out. So here's what I mean. Instead of saying, I'm like super good at cuddling and, I can psychologically analyze you and these things, I'm going to say something of I got to work out the wording of it. So when I say it, I know it's not going to be like, it may not be like, wow, but that's because I need to kind of work out everything I'm going to say and then condense it, write it out and condense it because there's only so many characters you can fit and write it in a good way. But basically it's going to be something like, looking for a girl who actually wants to have a relationship. Not that we're going to start dating right away, but I'm looking for a girl who appreciates the courtship process, who actually likes being social. I want a girl who actually can respect a man that has friends and has a gang that he relates with, that he has a life besides her, not that she's not going to be involved with everything. She can know whatever. Obviously, see, this wouldn't all fit in a profile, but I'm looking for a girl who likes a guy who's connected, who wants to actually be social with him, I'm tired of these loose hoes on dating apps. I'll say that if I can get away with it, because girls are perverts nowadays and they're just toxic. I want a girl who knows how to communicate and knows she could be better at communication and wants to get better. Actually, I'm that guy on Bumble and Tinder. I get enough loose pussy from you guys. I don't need any more of that. I want a bitch that really wants to grow. And I'm not saying that we're going to be like, I'm going to make you my girlfriend today, tomorrow, as soon as we match, whatever. I want to converse. I want to be friends also. But not in that friend zone like that. Like, I want to grow a friendship, but I'm not, don't put me in that category. Like, you were meeting on a dating app, dumbass. Like, what do you mean? You swiped on me. I know you're attracted. Now, if I have all of this in my profile and she swipes, now I can relax and just talk with her. Like, she's a girl that knows what I'm about and whatever. So that's kind of like the basic idea that I'll go with. I don't know if I may change my pictures. I think they're fine. I'll update them and whatever. But basically just going straight forward on the profile. Like, that's what I'm looking for. And I know that there are some guys, a kind of guy that says I'm looking for a relationship. And typically they don't do well on dating apps because it seems so hopefully I can convey through my photos and everything that it's not that I am lacking women to have a relationship with. I'm on a dating app just looking for women that want to go down because I like, I'm not going to say all this in the profile, but it's like, I like options. I like it's a good thing. And as us as guys, all the guys that are on the Zoom here, you probably agree like this. We want options, not just so that we can be non-committal or whatever, because that's not what I'm actually going for commitment. I'm looking for commitment, a committed thing, just not like handcuffs or right away. I'm just, I like committed relationships. That's where I grow the most. And I think she grows the most. It's most fulfilling. It dissipates the least energy, blah, 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 blah. See, I can't put all this in a profile, but that's my mindset behind it. So it's not like I'm starving for women. I just like having beautiful women in my life that value friendships and relationships and good communication. And we're meeting on a dating app. So I know you're attracted to me. So we don't got to play that game. So now let's relax and just take our time and, grow. Like, so that's kind of my idea. So I'm open to any feedback. There's some people on Instagram. People are joining, so you're welcome to comment. I'll even read your comments. But everybody else here on Zoom, if you want to unmute, share any ideas, you could type it out. If there's no ideas, then I'll probably, I don't know that I'll end it, but I don't know what else I'll say. I'll just kind of expound on that a little bit. Like, do you think this is an experiment? So if I did that on my Tinder and Bumble, and I do what I do, my strategy on Bumble, like boosted or whatever, like, do you think I'm going to get matches? What's your, it's a gamble. It's a theory. I haven't tried it. Do you think I'll get matches? Do you think I'll match with pretty girls? You think pretty girls will match or the fatties will match or what? We got a panel of guys here, panel of experts. Is it just unknown? Like, it's a toss up. It could go either way.
I mean, you're in the Bay Area, so I don't think there's like a lot of attractive girls in the Bay Area on the dating apps. So yeah, you probably get like, 6, 7, maybe 8 for the Bay Area.
But you think, okay, so relative, because I'm going to compare apples and apples here. So whatever I had before, I was also in the Bay Area doing it. So do you think I'll have more success, less success? And not just in terms of like, I'll get more matches, but I'll get more meaningful interactions that can go somewhere and I don't have to be fake about it. Because the thing about the dating app girls is I always got to pretend or just seduce them and without pretending. And then just hopefully they don't ask too many questions along the way. Because if they start asking questions about my life, we probably disagree with a whole bunch of shit. And this was another thing I put in the dating profile. I like a woman and I want a woman who believes that a man should lead and a woman should follow. She shouldn't follow every man. She should just choose a man and follow him. I want a woman who believes that. So because I think that there's probably 1 in 100 women, even in the Bay Area, that agree. And if she's on the dating I don't know. I would rather get 2 matches that like I could actually have in my life versus like 10 matches with girls that I got to sieve through all this bull. I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm asking. That's me explaining it. What do you think?
Yeah, you probably will get like, I don't know. There's like only one way to test it out, like by just like, running it. Yeah. But from what I can see is like, you get very specific matches. And if you get those matches, they will be very successful, because you're qualifying really hard in the beginning.
Real hard.
So, if it will be your type, when they match directly.
Exactly. Yeah, man, I like those words you chose. Yeah, I'll be casting a net in a new area of the river and maybe there's no fish there. Or maybe there is, I don't know. Because I think that women, I had this epiphany or this insight, which could be totally like an hallucination, an illusion or whatever. But I had this insight that women are also sick of the game. And they're sexualizing themselves in ways that's getting them more satisfaction than doing the other way. Because like I said, the guys that are doing that other strategy, looking for relationships or whatever, are really cheesy, like their parents, like they're not very evolved typically. I don't know. But everywhere I look at every advice I've ever heard ever from anyone is on a dating profile. Don't put that you're looking for a relationship as a man. And then obviously all of the things I would say in the profile, like you said, qualifying hard, it's all aligned with that. So anybody else have any feedback about it? Anybody on Instagram here? Okay. Well, there you have it. So if you guys want to try it too, or not, or whatever, I just motivating myself to even go into like my dating app and like doing it. It's just a thing. I just got to do it, because I'm real curious about it. And it felt very integrating. Like I'm like, even because that's almost like secretive. Like people would keep that secret, like dating app, and then they would probably keep it secret, except with their closest chums, their closest buddies and pals. Then they might show their dating profile and be like that. But they definitely wouldn't brag to their girl, like, here, check out what I say in my dating profile. Or, I mean, my girl has seen it, at least one of them. I don't know. I don't think they really care. I don't really do it that much. Maybe they do. They probably care and don't even tell me. I don't know. But this, I would almost be, this was another thing I would say. I want a bitch. I want a woman who wants to have real girlfriends, not women that's going to stab her in the back or get between her and her man or be negative influential on her, getting her to go out and act like a hoe. I want a girl who wants some real girls to interact with, real friends, not the friends that you got that, I mean, see, I don't know how I'd say this in a dating profile because it's way too much, but I think girls know that their friends are holding them back and are toxic and are unhappy. And so, yeah, it's qualifying real hard. If a girl like admits to that, like, I mean, we're on a dating app. So see, honestly, if I had all this in my profile and we were matched on the dating app, I would not have a problem continuing the communication on the dating app for as long as necessary because she already knows what I'm about. So she needs to now feel safe because I sound pretty fucking aggressive and like domineering, tyrannical, patriarchal in ways that she doesn't like. So now I need to get to know her and, be understanding. Like, I mean, maybe I'll match with that one girl who's really looking to be rescued like a princess and just wants to fuck off with everybody she knows in her life. And she's actually ready to do that move instead of just like going through a menstruation cycle and being pissed at everybody, where 2 days from now, she's going to forgive everybody and not want to leave them. A girl that's really fed up with their life and wants to go. But, I think most girls are going to secretly be fed up with their life and secretly want to go. And so she needs to almost be assured of this whole package that she's going to be leaving her world into a new world. And so I would take my time because if she's talking to me on a dating app, because a lot of times I try to get them off the dating app and go on Instagram or whatever. And it's just like, man, it's just whatever it is. Like I see so many opportunities. I don't like filling my consciousness and expressing the words of just kind of fakeness. I don't like pretending like that. I do like being imaginative and fairy tale, weaving a spell with her. Like for sure, I like creating like that because it has high survival behind it. I think it's very empowering and magical. But like, just like I said, it has like this high survival. Let's say if I talk a fantasy to a girl and she starts feeling very good and high of herself, like highly of herself, not in a way that's like, holier than thou kind of thing, but feeling like when she has a strong self-image and strong ambition for herself, strong visual of herself, like when she sees herself in pleasurable situations. I could see seduction also does this. The sex game, you could give her the fantasy of the sexual seduction that she starts feeling all the good feels over her body. And, you could even make her orgasm with those good feels just through talking with her. But, what's the life that I'm looking to pull her into? How much time am I looking to invest with a girl and, condition her and train her over time to be able to really integrate with my life and understand that there's lots of women in my life, that I'm extremely committed to my tribe, that I live a disciplined schedule, and that I have these understandings of how men and women interact, the insinuations, the implications, the underlying agenda that both are bringing to the table always. Okay, Sultan's calling me. 1 second. What's up, brother? I'm on my Zoom stream. Oh, from where? I didn't see your message. Oh man, legs. I just want a bunch of legs with mashed potatoes and soda, Coca-Cola. No, I don't even need sauce. Ketchup. And then unless they have Sprite, if they have Sprite, then I want vitamin water Sprite mixed. But if they don't have that, then I want Coca-Cola. Probably 5 or 6 or 4. Depends how big they are. Okay, 6. Yeah. All right, brother. Bye. Yeah. Okay, we're back. We're back, everybody. What's up, Half Pint Yogi? Jesus, everybody joining now. Everybody wants to know the goods about the dating. Man, you guys missed the whole point. I just gave like the whole thing. You're late. So that's unfortunate for you guys. Looks like it's lagging or something. My phone is glitching right now. Dang, that's lame AF, dude. Looks like it's glitching. So join the Zoom link in my bio, because that's where that's at. Okay. So that may be all I had to say. Maybe we could just switch gears and have conversation. IMC Nation. We got a bunch of guys on. Lone Wolf, San Diego. I was just talking with a girl today about San Diego. Southern California. Is it warm and dry there still?
Oh, it's pretty windy and chilly right now.
Windy and chilly right now.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so that's like the southernmost California. How chilly could it be?
Around 65.
Dang.
That's nothing compared to San Jose, right? But I mean, yeah. The weather down here is you wear a hoodie and shorts.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds nice, actually. I should have my winter home in San Diego, my summer home in, I don't know, somewhere else.
Eventually.
Yeah. Yep. So, what are you thinking? Are you going to be moving into a base, or what's happening with you? We have IMC bases.
It's crossing my mind for sure. It crossed my mind several times. At the same time, I can see myself starting a base here.
Starting a base here in time in San Diego. Well, we got to get guys on Dragon's Lair from San Diego. How's that going?
It's at the point where they're kind of interested, but for whatever reason, they kind of back out at the same time. They're not fully convinced themselves. They're kind of like, it sounds cool, but then they have the barriers where at the same time they're dealing with their fucking brainwashing and their own barriers, their mental barriers. I don't know. Well, there's only so much I can say to them and do.
Yeah, I'm not understanding really the context. Like, how is this coming about? Yeah, sorry, man. Come to the Zoom link in the bio because my phone is glitching. So this is you talking to them about joining Dragon's Lair, and then what do you say and what do they say?
Yeah, basically that. And at the same time, when they have the free on Fridays, when they have the free open class, I invite them. I message them, hey man, here's a link. Come check it out. See for yourself. And that's where they kind of they give me this excuse, like, I'm kind of busy right now, or what have you. I get these excuses, man. Really, it's just a bunch of excuses.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Also, you don't have to wait till it's Friday open class. You can invite them to any class.
Okay.
So you just say, hey, when do you have 10 a.m. available?
Mhm.
You know, and then if they're not into it, then you need more guys to talk to. So what you do is you go to, well, no, that would be on the internet. For San Diego, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how do you find guys that, I mean, it's just really all the guys that you know, like, and then as you meet guys, like, you know, I don't know. You'll probably be able to attract guys, IMC guys from around the country, also to San Diego. That's just, you know, I definitely see that as like a next step, like getting into a base, because I think your power is being underutilized. And man, Sultan's calling me again. All right, 1 second. Yes, yes.
Potatoes. How about mac and cheese or?
So no mashed potatoes?
Yeah, they have French fries, tots,
Tots.
onion rings, potato wedges, mac and cheese.
Tots or mac and cheese, whatever you think's better.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right,
Bye. What's up, Can Cutie? You missed. Oh man, there's no sound. Why is there no sound? Man. Okay, join Zoom. Yeah, phone is glitching, so that's unfortunate. I'll just end it. Discard. Okay. Yeah, the bait, you know, there's so much power in that, so much growth. Being around IMC guys, because right now, I mean, let's say like Coach Marin, like he isn't in a base, but he's around San Jose and he comes and interacts with us often. And, you know, so he has buddies like right around, you know, whereas like Mike Ducey in Kansas City, or, you know, oh, Will Rios is on, base leader, you know, Real Fam in Sacramento, you know, you guys, like I could see Real Fam and Lone Wolf basing up. It's just like, you know, where is Lone Wolf going to move to Sac? Is Real Fam going to move to San Diego? You know, there's all these considerations. Real Fam has, you know, baby mama and a kid, I believe. You know, Genaro Rodriguez is in Cuba or somewhere, and he's, you know, looking to come to the United States. So when he comes, he'll be a good candidate for somewhere once he gets his business established. But, you know, Mike Ducey, like, you know, he's doing what he's doing. You know, I don't know where we go with this. I just like I get so inspired by people's potential, and everybody is so unique in their hobbies and passions. And it's not that you necessarily need to go world class on that, but there is a quality about you that's so unique. And when you start learning game, or let's say sales, you become more unique than the regular guy, but you kind of become a photocopy of other guys who gave you the game. They wrote it out for you. And then, but as you start to excel and get better at communicating, whatever, you really start to see more and more of your uniqueness in that. And so you don't have to become the best pickup artist to find your uniqueness. And then I'm so interested in somebody's uniqueness coming out. I love a rich character that's so rich in qualities. And in this community, IMC Nation, the goodness and the ethics is kind of a given. And it keeps getting better. We all keep getting more ethical and learning how to express our goodness better and better. But so what fascinates me is these character qualities that make each person so unique. Their compliments, their storytelling, their creative expression, their fashion, their communication skills. There are some basics I think that a lot of guys don't have in, like how to talk about money, or, you know, how to have relationships. And then everything else is also pretty unique, but we have, you know, a lot of commonalities. And I'm just so interested. And I know that your uniqueness is going to come out so much more when you live in a base with other IMC guys. It's really going to shine. And then when you start doing private moments, oh man, Now you start getting more and more comfortable in your social dynamic. And when you get more comfortable, you become more authentic. And when you become more authentic and you're in a base or a situation where your uniqueness is coming out, now you're getting real unique authenticity or real authentic uniqueness. Meanwhile, you're strong and ethical and you're around brothers that are strong and ethical. So you feel even more powerful. You move with more confidence, more certainty, and you get used to that confidence and certainty. It's kind of like correct your posture and walk around, and pretty soon you won't have to correct your posture. You'll just have good posture. So as you correct your mindset, living around guys that are constantly introspecting on their mindset and improving their mindset, I mean, you grow so much, but it's kind of invisible. Because it's not like you move into a base and all of a sudden you're rich and you have lots of women around you. You become a lot more integrated. And so the creations that you do make in your life are on more solid ground, on more bedrock versus sand, instead of being on sand. So I'm real fascinated. I see a lot of qualified guys here that are qualified to be in a base. And it's just something or many things that are in between you in that condition. You're in a condition now. I think everybody here is a lone wolf except for Will Rios. So everybody here is a lone wolf except for Will Rios. And Marin is right next door. So that's a situation. That's the state of affairs, you know? Man, every guy is in that condition of being a lone wolf, man. And he cuts off his connections with other guys when he falls in love with that girl and just wants to make her his whole world because he thinks that's, you know, the best way to get her or whatever, but he loses himself in the process. The best way to get himself is to not lose himself. And she's not going to measure up. She won't last. You get her by sacrificing yourself temporarily, but then you lose time on yourself, on your life. There's so much growth and development being in a base, and these relationships are much more sound. With a sounder foundation. Okay. So I think that's about the gist of it. I think perhaps I went long enough. Is there any feedback or commentary on that? And then we'll end it. Okay. I recommend Mindbender for everyone. It's been very transformational for me. Very heavy tech, real fam. Ways, Mike Ducey, you know, I think it's a extremely powerful camp, and depth of awareness, the depth of truth down to the heart level and the deep feeling energetic level, you know, different than the previous month. The previous month was a whole carnival. There's so much going on, but this month is very liberating and enlightening, and it's just very powerful. The influence is deeper. I am more authentic. I haven't done more private moments. I paid for it and I will, but I feel as if I'm becoming more authentic through the technology that I'm learning through him. And that's what the recent teachings, the recent advanced teachings have been. So I highly recommend imcbase1.com. Join from imcbase1.com. And I'll see you guys on the next stream. I think Coach Marin is having a stream after this, so check that out because that's going to be very enlightening. Os.